All right, our guest is Owen Riegling, of course, the pride of nearby Mildmay, joining us now. And now, Owen, I know that you had a chance to chat with Buzz a few months ago, but so much has happened to you since then. So I'm really happy that we get this chance to catch up and find out what else has been going on this great journey of yours. As we speak right now, you're in Vancouver.
I am in Vancouver. Yeah, we're getting ready to do the Grey Cup kickoff performance. So it should be all right. I'm really excited to be in a venue that's that big. It'll be the most people that I've played for ever, I think. So it should be all right.
Yeah, we're recording this on Friday just before the Grey Cup actually happens. And tell me, how did it first come around the opportunity to be at this event?
Well, this past year I've been fortunate enough to do a bunch of different sporting things. I did the All-Star game. We got to play at Rogers Center for Blue Jays Country Day, and now it's my first time getting to play a football game. But it's all kind of come through my label at Universal Music Canada, and the folks over there got good relationships, and um, yeah, that's just kind of that's how it came to be. I got a text one day saying, "Do you want to play the Grey Cup?" And I said, "Hell yeah, let's go."
Nice. Now, of course, this kind of fits in perfectly because you're already out on your own solo tour. It's finally happened. Although I say finally, but it hasn't been that long of a career for you. It's all kind of come together very, very quickly. But it started in Halifax this week. Tell us how the East Coast experience was and playing to those first couple big audiences.
Yeah, Halifax and Moncton, they blew me away, honestly. I didn't expect there to be that many people there. And going from the past year, like we've done a bunch of headline stuff, but one-off festivals and here and there and whatever, but doing a lot of opening slots for other artists, and you feel like you gotta kind of lay it all out there and try to win them over and try to show them what you're all about in a short amount of time. And it's usually a lot of just people looking at you and just learning who you are for the first time. So to go from doing that a lot this past year to filling up a room full of people that are singing every single word to my songs, it was like a very big contrast and it felt so good. Uh, Crazy to know that there's people out there that put my music on their way to work or put just when they get home or whatever. There's people out there that know the words to the songs that I've written in my bedroom. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, and they're all across Canada, and they kind of got to know you if they didn't before that. Earlier this year at the CCMA Awards, you took home a couple of them yourself, Breakthrough Artist, and then Songwriter of the Year for Old Dirt Roads, of course. Which that's a Mildmay song. You wrote it growing up on the farm. What was it like, first of all, to be there, to be performing, and to have the sign right behind you, just in case anyone forgot where you were from?
Yeah, that was pretty cool. I've gone to the CCMAs a bunch over the past couple years, but to get to actually perform on the awards and win an award, like that's just another level of cool. Something that I've dreamed about getting to do for a very long time. So it's cool that it actually happened. And yeah, having the Mildmay sign there is just icing on the cake. I'm glad that Mildmay, the town, let me take that sign, and we refurbished it a little bit. We ended up having to split it into a couple pieces so we can pack it into a road case, and then it all comes together. We got a nice stand for it. We're able to hang it from like trussing if we want to. So the plan is to sort of bring that thing around with us for a while. We're gonna bring it all over the country and down into the States and wherever we possibly can. Although the road case that we have for it with everything in there weighs like 500 pounds, so that's a little bit of an issue, but we're getting through that.
The It's not just the road sign that is your connection back home. You've named your album Bruce County, which is out now. It just came out a couple weeks ago. 11 songs on the album, including some of the early songs, plus some of the newer stuff that you've recently written. I've sat down. I've listened to this thing front to back. It's incredible. Like the songwriting is so good. You can tell that it's just you, and it's stories that are about you, and they're about home. Homeless really got me because I left home about 20 years ago, wound up in this area, but it never gets easier no matter how old you are. And I think that, well, first of all, let me ask you about the songwriting. And are you working now with a lot of people now that you're going back and forth to Nashville? And are you starting now to write for other people, or are you kind of keeping it all close to home?
Yeah, thank you for the compliment there as well. I love Homeless, one of my favorite songs that I have out. And Yeah, as far as writing goes, I still just write by myself a lot, and because I'm always somewhere new, and it's hard to schedule things with other people when I don't really know where I'm going to be the next day. So I find myself just in a hotel room like this, writing songs all the time. And then I got some good friends that I like to lean on. A guy named Ryan Kennedy, who's actually from Peterborough, Ontario. He's really great, and I've been writing a lot with him. We'll write over the phone, we'll write on text, we'll write over Zoom, and then whenever we can get in person and writing, it's always a pretty magical time. We'll write a bunch of stuff. And yeah, down to Nashville a whole bunch. We're actually planning on moving down to Nashville for the first 4 months of next year. So the plan is to just get into rooms and write as much music as I possibly can and get into the studio and make a record. Uh, and I'm very excited about the next chapter and the next set of music that I'm going to put out. I think I've sort of learned who I am over this past year and refined my sound and figured out the songs that really connect with me and how I want to portray myself. So I think the next record that I make will be a lot more focused and I think it'll be something special. So.
Is Nashville the place to be? Just the inspiration and the history of the city. I remember a few years ago watching a Foo Fighters documentary where they toured around and they would write a song in every place they went because you have to be there to get inspired. And I'm guessing that's why you're going to go to Nashville for 4 months.
Yeah, every time I come home from Nashville, I feel rejuvenated in a way. Like I just feel being around like-minded people who are just writing songs every day. Like in Nashville, every day there's thousands of songs being written every single day, and people are that's just a music town. Like it's a songwriting town. So a big part of the reason why I want to move there is because I've never been there for more than 2 weeks is like the most I've spent in one consecutive go, and it's always like I'm scheduled in the studio for these days. I have right, and then I got meetings or whatever it is. So I'm busy every waking hour of me being in Nashville, and I just want to have my dog down there, and Liv's gonna come with me, and we're gonna get our own little place and have a little bit of downtime too to kind of sink into it and really feel what it's like to live there, and uh, and obviously just stay busy writing the whole time is the plan.
Hmm. I know that if things weren't busy enough the last few months, on top of the touring and getting the solo tour and all the different appearances, you got married over the summer. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
Congratulations. How
thank you
does
very much.
how does that dynamic change now? Are you out on the road together, or like are you kind of like is she at home and you're missing her right now? Because that's got to be tough if that's what you're doing.
No, she's been able to come out with us with everything we've done this year, so it's been great. Yeah, we went from I mean even before we got married, we were just this whole year we've kind of just been on the road together and obviously took a 2 week break to get married and do a short little camping trip after the wedding to kind of let it sink in. But we're gearing up to do our honeymoon in December too, which we're looking forward to. So yeah, she's been with us all year and it's been a great experience getting to grow and spend a lot of time with all the boys in the band. She's gotten to know them real well. It's been a fun year.
I'd love to tell people that they can see you in London, but that show is sold out. How many of those tickets did you have to buy for friends and family for that show on your own?
Well, I didn't buy any tickets, but I know that people were like setting their alarm for an hour before pre-sale. Like that show sold out in a day on pre-sale, like on like Tuesday. The tickets didn't really go live until Friday, but it was fully sold out before things went on sale. So that's just the power of like Bruce County and I went to school in London. I feel like that's like the most hometown show on this tour. So lots of support there. Yeah, it's too bad. Maybe we should have upgraded the venue, but next time we'll come back. We'll come back again.
I was gonna say I was a little shocked when I saw that it wasn't the what I guess it's now Canada Life Place, the big arena, because I thought, oh, Owen will have no problem selling that thing out. But next tour.
Maybe one day. Yeah, maybe next tour.
Yeah, well, the future is certainly bright, and I really appreciate you spending a few minutes with us today to get caught up with you again, because it's been such a whirlwind, and it's going to continue to be a whirlwind for you. But the greatest part about you, Owen, is you got your head pretty well level to the ground, and you're a pretty good dude. I'm pretty sure even now you're on your own solo headlining tour. I said the other day, I bet he's still hauling his own gear into the building, doing load in and load
Right.
out, just like everyone
Oh yeah.
else.
We need all hands on deck. There's only 8 of us on the road, and we got a whole trailer full of stuff. So it's been a bit of being a musician and being a stagehand, and trying to help out wherever we all can. So I'm lucky to have such great people around me that are willing to help out. But yeah, it's been good so far. I'm excited to keep this thing going. Um, I was gonna say, I think Toronto's sold out as well, but there might be a few tickets left for Hamilton. So if anybody's looking to come out to one of the shows, I think there's still a few tickets in Hamilton, perhaps.
Hamilton, December 2nd. And if you want to do a little bit of a road trip up to Ottawa, that's December 5th. And that is the rest of Owen's Ontario dates on this current tour. His website is owenriegling.com. Owen, thank you so much for catching up with us. We're always rooting for you, good old Bruce County boy.
Thank you so much for taking the time. Appreciate you. We'll have to have another chat again soon.